Up to now, we have discussed about complementary angles. See, in pairs of angles, we have already discussed about complementary angles. Now, in this class, we are going to discuss about supplementary angles. So, supplementary angles. See, in complementary angles, what is complementary angle? If the sum of two angles is equal to 90 degrees, then those angles are called as complementary angles. Okay, here now what is supplementary angles? In complementary angles, the sum is 90 degrees. While coming to the supplementary angles, the sum should be equal to 180 degrees. Okay, here what is supplementary angles? If the sum of two angles is equal to 180 degrees, then those angles are considered as supplementary angles. So, if the sum of two angles is equal to 180 degrees, then those angles are considered as supplementary angles. Supplementary angles. Here the sum should be equals to 180 degrees. Then those angles are considered as supplementary angles. See, let's take two examples. For one example, let's take one angle which is 90 degrees and let's take 90 degrees. We have to check whether these two angles are equals to 180 or not. Means we have to check whether these angles are supplementary angles or not. See, here two angles are 90 and 90. Here 90 plus 90 is 180. Here the sum is equals to 180. So these are supplementary angles. Let's take another example. See, one angle is 110 degrees. 110 degrees. And let's take another angle which is 70 degrees. Okay, one angle is 110 and the other angle is 70. Let's find whether these angles are supplementary or not. See, one angle is 110 and the other angle is 70. Here, sum of these two angles, 110 plus 70 is 180. So, 180 degrees. Here, sum of two angles is equals to 180. So, these two angles are supplementary angles. Okay, for this, let's take another example. For this same 70 degrees, let's take another angle which is 130 degrees. Okay, let's take another angle 130. Here 70 and 30, 130. We have to check whether these two angles are supplementary or not. See, here 70 degrees plus 130 degrees. Here 70 plus 130 is equal to, see, here 200 degrees is not equals to 180 degrees. See, here the sum of two angles is not equal to 180. So these two angles are not supplementary angles. Okay, here what is supplementary angles? If the sum of two angles is equals to 180 degrees, then those angles are called as supplementary angles. Okay, now let's move to the exercise. Now let's move to the exercise 3, first problem. Which of the following pairs of angles are supplementary? Here he gave some pair of angles, and among these pairs we have to check which pairs are supplementary angles. To check whether the supplementary angles or not, what we have to do? First, we have to add the two angles. If the sum of two angles is equal to 180 degrees, then those angles are supplementary angles. Okay, here we move to the first problem. One angle is 110 degrees and the other angle is 70 degrees. We have to add the two angles. So 110 degrees plus 70 degrees. Okay, 110 plus 70 is 180 degrees. Here the sum is 180 degrees. So these are supplementary angles. So supplementary angles. Now let's move to the second problem. Here one angle is 90 degrees and the other angle is also 90 degrees. See, let's add these two angles. 90 degrees plus 90 degrees is equals to 90 plus 90 is 180. So 180 degrees. Here the sum of two angles is equal to 180 degrees. So these are also supplementary angles. So supplementary angles. Now let's move to the third one. Here 140 degrees. Let's add these two angles. So 50 degrees plus 140 degrees. 50 plus 140 is equals to 190. Here the sum of two angles is 190 degrees, which is not equals to 180 degrees. So these are not supplementary angles. So not supplementary. Okay, this is the solution for first problem. Now in the second problem, find the supplementary angles of the given angles. Here he gave some angles. We have to find the supplementary angles. Means we have to find the angle by which we add to the given angle will become 180 degrees. Means we have to add some number, some angle to the given angle. What is supplementary? Supplementary angles, the sum should be 180 degrees. Here one angle is 105 degrees. Let supplementary angle is equals to x. Okay, let supplementary angle is equals to x. Sum of two angles x plus 105 should be equals to 180. So x plus 105 equals to 180 degrees. Okay, we move 105 to the right side. So x is equals to 180 degrees minus 105 degrees. Okay, here 180 minus 105 is equals to 75 degree. Okay, here 75 degree is x value. What is x? X is supplementary angle. So supplementary angle is 75 degrees. So supplementary angle is equals to 75 degree. Okay, now let's move to the second one. The angle he gave is 95. Let's consider supplementary angle as x. Let supplementary angle is equals to x. So x plus 95 should be equals to 180. So x plus 95 is equals to 180 degrees. Okay, we take 95 to the right side. So x is equals to 180 degrees minus 95 degrees. 180 minus 95 is equals to 85 degrees. So x is equals to 85 degree. The value of x is 85 degrees. What is x here? X is the supplementary angle. So supplementary angle is equals to 85 degrees. Okay, here next third one, the angle he gave is 150 degrees. Okay, let supplementary angle is equals to x. So let supplementary angle, now x plus 150 is equals to 180. So x plus 150 degrees equals to 180 degrees. Okay, we take 150 to the right side. So x is equals to 180 degrees minus 150 degrees. Okay, 180 minus 150. Here 180 minus 150 is equals to 30. So x is equals to 30 degrees. Okay, here the value of x is 30 degrees. What is x? X is the supplementary angle. So supplementary angle is equals to 30. Supplementary angle is equals to 30 degrees. Now let's move to the last problem. Here he gave the angle 20 degrees. So let is equals to x. Okay, let supplementary angle is equals to x. Here x plus 20 is equals to 180 degrees. Okay, here x plus 20 degrees is equals to 180 degrees. Here we take 20 degrees to the right side. So x is equals to 180 degrees minus 20 degrees. Okay, here 180 minus 20 is 160. So x is equals to 160 degrees. Okay, here x value is 160 degrees, and what is x? X is the supplementary angle. So supplementary angle is equals to 160 degrees. Okay, here we have found the supplementary angle to the given angle. This is the solution for second problem. Now let's move to the third problem. Two acute angles cannot form a pair of supplementary angles justify. See here he is saying that two acute angles means which angles less than 90 degrees cannot form supplementary angles. If this statement is true, we have to justify the statement. See, what is acute angle? Acute angle is the angle which is less than 90 degrees. See, let's take a acute angle which is less than 90 degrees. Let's take 89 degrees. Okay, 89 degrees which is 1 degree less than 90 degrees. So plus let's take again 89 degrees. See, these two are acute angles. Okay, now 89 plus 89 is equals to 178 degrees. Okay, here 89 plus 89 is 178 degrees. So this is the greatest acute angle. Okay, here what we can observe, the sum of two acute angles is always less than 180 degrees. Okay, so acute angles cannot form supplementary angles. This statement is true. So true. We have to justify the statement, means we have to write the reason. So sum of two acute angles is always less than 180 degrees. So sum of acute angles is equal to is always less than 180 degrees. Okay, the sum of acute angles is always less than 180 degrees. So supplementary angles, because supplementary angles sum should be equals to 180. So this is the solution for third problem. Now let's move to the last problem of exercise 3. Here fourth problem, two angles are equal and supplementary to each other. Find them. Here he is saying that two angles are equal and those angles are supplementary to each other, means sum of two angles is equal to 180 degrees. So we have to find the angle. So let angle is equals to x. So here x, these angles are equal. So x plus x, the other angle is also x. So x plus x is equals to supplementary to each other, means sum of these two angles is equal to 180. So x plus x is 180 degrees. Here x plus x is 2x is equals to 180 degrees. Here we take 2 to the right side. So x is equals to 180 degrees by 2. Okay, 2 ones are 2 90s are. So x is equals to 90 degrees. Here x value is 90 degrees. Here what is x? X is the angle. So angle is equals to 90 degrees. Okay, here if one angle is 90 degrees, the other is equal, so the other angle is also equal to 90 degrees. So the supplementary angles is equals to, supplementary angles is equal to, supplementary angles are is equals to 90 degrees comma 90 degrees. Okay, here what are the supplementary angles? 90 and 90. So this is the solution for fourth problem, and with this problem we have completed our exercise 3.